And Andy talked after the match about how after losing that set was freeing. What was your take on kind of the team's mood and reaction after dropping a set?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was good for us. Like, yeah, freeing and just we can be done talking about it now kind of thing. Like, it's really cool what we did, but at the end of the day, we all knew that wasn't our goal. And honestly, losing a set was probably going to help us get to our goal more than just winning a bunch of sweeps in a row. So I think it was frustrating losing this set because we knew, like, we kind of beat ourselves in that set. We didn't really work as hard as we normally did. We weren't making plays we normally would, but it was great to see our response, and we came back in that fourth set, and then we played a great game against USC too. So I think that was the frustrating part, was that it wasn't necessarily that we got outplayed. We kind of just got outworked, and that's not how we want to lose.
Bergen, what happened in that third set to cause you to be outworked, as you guys have been saying?
I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it. I mean, UCLA played great the whole game, and they pushed us, whether we would have swept them or not. I think they were one of the toughest teams we've played in the Big Ten. But, yeah, I think just lots of factors. It was kind of a late game. We were adjusting to the time a little bit. They were really clicking. They were making us work for all of our points. So just a mix of a lot of things, but we kind of talked about it, we got it out of the way, and we made sure that that wasn't going to happen against USC, and we played great on Sunday. So,
Hey, Bergen, I assume you guys don't feel that way about how it would help you to lose a match, right?
yeah, I mean, we don't want to lose. We never want to lose. I think at this point in the season, we want to win out, and that's, I mean, not the main goal. Again, the main goal is winning at the end of December, but I think like last year for us, one of the best things that could have happened to us was the SMU game. And we've talked about that a little bit. Like, those kinds of challenges are what you learn from. You don't necessarily learn a lot from sweeping teams. So, I mean, yeah, we definitely want to win out. We don't want to lose a game, but there's always going to be things that you can learn from wins and more so losses.
Do you feel like there's something different about this team that puts you in a position where you wouldn't necessarily need that kind of experience like you had at SMU last year?
Yeah, I think we've been pushed a lot this year, like especially in non-con. We played a super tough non-con, so I think non-con was really good for us in preparing us for the Big Ten and the tournament. So I think we kind of went through our ups and downs in non-con, and I don't think we necessarily need to go through those anymore. We're kind of just working towards our peak, but so credit to whoever schedules our non-con. They did a good job of testing us, and even though we won all those games, Pitt took a set from us. We had to reverse sweep Kentucky. Like, we have gone through a lot of ups and downs, and yeah, we've won all the games, but still have found ways to learn from things.
Teraya, what's it been like? Back here. What's it been like just watching some of the vets on this team navigate a Big Ten schedule and a long season, just how they recover and do all those things?
It's been super, I would just say, like, especially being a freshman and, like, everyone talks about Big Ten and, like, conference and everything goes up and down. Like, I think something that's been really helpful is that they're just super calming, and, like, Bergen's a great leader of just, like, through the chaos. Like, it's just that calm presence of, like, let's stay together, let's be a collective. And I think that, like, especially when you're at UCLA and USC where the fans are everywhere, like, we can't hear each other, like, it's really helpful to have someone there that's leading a team, like, and especially like in those chaos and those scramble plays, those hustle plays, it's really easy to kind of get caught up in it, and it's like really helpful to have leaders that you're like, let's calm down, we're still here, like, next ball. And I think that's really helped us throughout this season.
See, you were nodding along with Bergen. She was talking about the dropping that set at UCLA. What, from your vantage point, what did that do for you?
I mean, it's just a lot of outside noise. Obviously, it's a great, like, accomplishment. Like, it's really cool to have that streak. But at the end of the day, like we keep saying, like, it doesn't mean anything. I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in all those distractions of, like, I mean, I wouldn't say distraction, but, like, at the end of the day, how important is that at the end of December? And I feel like Bergen, like, hit it on the head of just, like, we want to win out at the end of December. It doesn't matter about our streak. And, like, I think it was really helpful for us of like even ugly volleyball still wins, and like we pushed through some hard things. UCLA played great, and it was just kind of like, how do we respond? And I think USC was a great testament to that we just, all right, new night, new game, like let's just play Nebraska volleyball.
Bergen, on Thursday, you have a chance to clinch a share of the Big Ten regular season title. Depending how Wednesday goes, you could get the full title. What does that mean?
I mean, it's super cool that we're able to do that, and there's still 2 full weeks left in the Big Ten, but it's a testament to all the hard work we've put in, and it's been a long season, and like you guys said, like Big Ten's hard, and it's 10 long weeks of traveling and homework and recovering and keeping yourself healthy, but so I'm just really proud of this group for sticking through it and getting to this point where we can hopefully win it in week 9.
What does that say? I mean, you guys have done that before, obviously, but to welcome so many newcomers and keep that same standard, kind of the expectation for you guys to do that.
Yeah, I think it's just we've kind of gone through a lot of changes with Danny, and she's done a great job of continuing to hold that standard while putting her own twist on it, and props to all the freshmen and the transfers for coming in and just really buying into Nebraska volleyball. That's one of the hardest parts about it is you're not just committing to play volleyball, you're committing to a culture and playing for something bigger than yourself. And they've all really just accepted that and embraced that, and that's why we're where we are today.
The team hit over 400 in 4 of the past 5. What's it like for you as the setter seeing the offensive numbers that your team is putting up this season?
It's great. I mean, it's cool just that we have so many people that can put the ball away. And I think all 3 of our pins had 10 kills on Sunday. And that's just like, yeah, it's cool. And I might get some of the praise for that. But having so many people that can put so many balls away at any point in the match, like that's a luxury for me. And knowing that I can set anybody at any time and they're going to be ready and they're going to get me a kill. So, just credit to my teammates. The passing's been great too to help me be able to run an offense, and I hope we can continue that.
Bergen, you're the only setter that's semifinalist for National Player of the Year. Just on a team that has so much talent, where have you maybe taken your game to another level in your junior season?
Yeah, I think just kind of putting my own spin on the offense and not just being a setter, but being like my own setter and my own kind of player, and taking risks and those risks paying off, and but also not being afraid to fail is something that I've had to get better at this year. Is you're going to try things out and it's not always going to work, but if you keep trying it out, it's going to work and it's going to benefit the team in the long run. So I think just kind of trying to not be so by the book and really just switch things up and put a little spin on them how I want to.
What has allowed you to play more free?
I mean, just the people around me, my teammates, they are there for me when I do fail, and they're there for me when I succeed. And the coaches, obviously, they're really encouraging of taking risks, and that's been a huge factor just in everyone's play this year, of not just mine, but the hitters, the passers, just taking risks and being really aggressive in everything we do and being so confident in doing it. And there's really, like me and Kelly have talked, there's no wrong decision as long as you make your decision with full confidence. So just really knowing that everyone around me has my back.
Danny said last week that Campbell's a very risky set, takes a lot more risk. Has that influenced you to kind of see her and be more comfortable with some of those risks you're taking?
For sure. I mean, we always kind of talk about like, middles, you better be up, because she's going to set you whether you're up or not. So it's fun watching her set, and she's definitely pushed me to be better in that aspect, because you never know where she's going, and so I don't want to be predictable either. So especially in practice, just really trying new things and seeing if they work, and if they work, great, and if they don't, great, at least we know.
Couple more.
From your perspective as an accomplished attacker and offensive player who's taken this defensive role with this team, how do you think that fits into the whole larger issue of
playing for the end goal more than the individual glory this year?
Yeah, I think something that I've really tried to fit into is just like put the team over myself. Obviously, like I just want to be there for however my team needs me to be, and I think passing's like a big deal at Nebraska, and it's like the first touch, and I think that it gives me a lot of confidence that my team, my coaches trust me enough to be put in that role, especially being a freshman. Like I'm targeted a lot in serve receive and defensively, and it's like how can I make it more than myself and step up for my team and not make it just like a pity party if I don't succeed. And as like Bergen said, like my teammates have my back whether I succeed or fail, and so I think that gives me a lot of confidence of like I want to help my team however they need to be, whether that's an attacker, a passer, a setter maybe, or just like however they need me to be.
Bergen, what does Macy mean to this team?
Oh, she's just such a light for the team. Like we've talked about it a couple times. It's a long, hard season, but she will come in every day with the biggest smile on her face, and she's like the definition of team first, and we talk about that a lot, like do whatever the team needs for you, like T said, and that's exactly what Macy's willing to do. For her first 3 years here, she was coming out 30 minutes early to pass free balls for the setters, and it was every single day, and you never would have heard a complaint from her. So she's just like the definition of a good teammate, and exactly what we try and embrace here in Nebraska is being good teammates and having that culture. And we've been so lucky. I've been so lucky to have so many teammates like that here. Like two people that come to mind are Macy and Kennedy Orr, and they just really like embrace their roles and do it with a smile on their face every single day, whether they're having a good day or not. And there's not many people out there like that.
At UCLA, people were lining up 2 hours before the doors opened in the point ready to see y'all. At USC, people were in line 4 hours before because there's no assigned seats. You just go there. I'm sure you guys saw them on the bus when you guys are coming in. Like, what does it mean as a freshman to see Husker Nation travel, not just here in Nebraska, around the whole U.S. to watch y'all play?
I mean, there's just not a lot of words for it. I feel like I just have a heart of gratitude every time that I see that, and like getting to kind of sit on the bus and like just see that is so incredible that it's not just people celebrating Nebraska volleyball, it's like women's sports and just supporting each other. I mean, it basically was a home match when we were at USC and UCLA, and it's super cool to be a part of a team that is celebrated so much for their hard work and their dedication to Nebraska. And so those are the moments where I feel like I can see the most gratitude of like thank you, Lord, that I get to come and play in front of all these people that just love and support Nebraska volleyball.
I think Danny used the term, Bergen used the term, getting outworked on UCLA. What does that mean to you, and how do you go about rectifying that for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think it's one thing to lose and get beat. It's one thing to just get outworked. And I think that, we can confidently say that we just got outworked, and just understanding that how can we be better in that aspect. And it's like the little things of like we come in every day and we work on defense, we work on our offense, but like it doesn't matter when we go to a game. Like how can I show that, and how can we show that as a team of our hard work and practice? And so I think we go back and film, we look at the mistakes, look what we can do better, and we move on and try to improve from then. I feel like if we dwell on it and we beat ourselves up at it, like it's going to make it worse. So I think learning to just take our mistakes, learn from it, and let's move on and get better from it, I feel like.
Time for one more question.
Bergen, you mentioned earlier it being a really long season, and I also know that it can be a very long season. So, like, burnout can happen as we get into this part of the season. So, how do you feel going into the last couple of games of Big Ten and into the tournament?
Yeah, it's it's been a really fun season, but you always have to find things that you love, and we've talked about filling your bucket, whether that's going shopping or getting your nails done, whatever it is. And I think Danny's also done a good job of helping us with that, of like enjoy every game and don't take winning for granted. Like it shouldn't be a relief. It should be exciting every time you get a win. And I think kind of changing that mindset a little bit has helped a lot with that, so that every game doesn't feel like it's like, oh, we better go in and win. It's like, hey, we have an opportunity to play in front of sold out crowds pretty much everywhere we're going with our best friends. And so really it's just, I'm feeling good this year, and I feel just really excited to finish out Big Ten on a high note and go into the tournament just feeling really excited and super confident.
Great question, Lee.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.